in today's episode, I want to give you a motivational pep talk with some strategy and tactics for making sales in your online business. And for any of you who are watching, listening, and you have no idea who I am, hi, welcome, the internet works. My name's Lisa. I'm an online business coach and I specialize in selling, marketing, and the mindset that allows you to do both. I've built 3 six-figure businesses, recruitment, marketing, online. I've done 7 figures in sales, most of that from online marketing. And I've been in the grit. I say grit. I've had highs, I've had lows, I've had weeks and months where I've had to hustle and grind to get out of a hole, and I've had months and years where the money's just flowed. So I feel like what I'm going to share with you today isn't just advice that I'm pulling out of thin air. This is the actual truth of what I tell my clients, what I push people to do, and what I am doing myself to continue to grow my business. So should we get into it? Alright, first things first, stop beating yourself up, okay? If you're trying to make sales in your online business and you made up a product from scratch, you came up with a course, a program, anything that you want to sell, a PDF, video series, you made something up from scratch based on your experience, your knowledge, your expertise, you packaged it up, put it in a little box and put a ribbon on it, and then put it on the internet and said, I want to sell this to you. I think that is an extreme act of courage. It's honest, it's true, it's creative. I know this because I only work with purpose-driven people, and if you're not purpose-driven, I would probably repel you. You'd find my values really annoying. Because I work with good people, I know that they really care about what they're trying to do, and I know that their products are good. They really help people. Their problem is, I always hear this, Lisa, if only someone would send me the customers, I know I could help them. Not acceptable on my watch, because last time I checked, we don't have magic wands, and there's no one out there who's willing to send us leads for free. There's always a catch. So we've got to develop the skills. And that's why today I'm talking about marketing, selling, and mindset of actually winning customers and making sales. But please, as we go on this journey, I want to keep it upbeat. I don't want you to beat yourself up. I want you to remember that what you are doing is amazingly brave, and very few people will attempt it, even though it looks like the internet's flooded because the algorithm is now kicking out more and more people like you and you think everybody's doing it. They're not. And even fewer people are doing it well. And don't you dare say, oh Lisa, I'm one of them that's not doing it well. You're here and you're learning, and that is huge. Can you see that? Give yourself a break. Right, let's get into the first one. There is a massive difference between content that builds your brand, that warms up your audience, and content that actually generates leads. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my Instagram right now, screen record, and I'm going to show you some very specific examples so you get it. And I want you to be really, not judgmental, what's the word I'm looking for? Critical's too harsh as well, we're trying to go against that. Reflective and objective, with open eyes and a fresh perspective. Really think about if you're actually trying to get leads in your business, or if you just thought you were trying to get leads in your business. Okay, so I'm just gonna scroll down on my Instagram, scroll down. So on this one here, for example, this says, I literally know why your online offer isn't selling. It's not your sales page. I'll tell you the full fix in the comments. And I know everyone hates it when they go, check the comments, details in caption. So I'm saying, you know, there's no room here, give me a break. And then what does this say? Make this change to turn on sales, no jokes. Big, bold promise, nice clip, nice music. When you click into this, it gives you a really useful insight into why you're not selling, and it's the truth. I'm being really clear on what it's actually going to take. There's loads of value in there. But critically, right at the end, it says, if you would like 30 pages on how to fix this, comment ready, and I'll send you the free PDF. It's banging. Now, this reel only got viewed by 2,000 people. It's generated 18 likes, which isn't huge, but let's just have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 new people joined my mailing list because of that. And not only that, they didn't just join the mailing list. 9 new people opted in for a PDF dedicated to how you make sales in your online business. Is that a lead for me? Yes or no? I know it sounds crude like that, but these are leads. These are people who need exactly the help that I can give them. So with this, what's key is that the content is calling in the kind of person I can help. I've got a bold hook. I've delivered real value in the caption, something original, something juicy, something that makes them go, huh, this person's credible. They know something, they're going to help me. And then there's a call to action. And the call to action isn't follow me or visit my website or keep an eye out for more. The call to action is comment ready, and then I will reply and you will get this PDF and it would tell you what to do. Now, when they opt into my list, they are now on my list. So that one reel, one day, 9 new people, they then receive a series of emails that would educate them, add value, deliver that freebie, and then maybe invite them to a masterclass for £99 or offer them a 5-part video course or something that would be chargeable, 50 quid, 100 quid. I'm adding value, I'm getting them over the hump of actually making a payment and taking a risk. I then deliver insane value in that micro course or that paid masterclass, energy, advice, tactics, shift the way they think, shift the actions they're taking as a result. Now they're viewing me as a mentor, as a coach, as somebody who can help guide them. If I then upsell in the masterclass or the video series just by saying, look, for any of you who love this masterclass and would love to get on a call with me like this every single Wednesday at 12 p.m, I've got this amazing program called Straight Line Through. We focus on business, marketing, selling, mindset. There's this amazing community. There's all this training, Q&A every single week. Is there a chance that some of them might go, wow, Lisa, love this. I would like some more. Yes, I would like to join that program. My attitude with everything is over deliver, and I don't know that that is right for everybody, but I'm purpose driven, probably like you, and I just can't do anything where it's like, yeah, that's exactly the value and that's exactly what you're going to pay. I like to feel like I've over delivered. So if somebody gets it and they can't afford to do more, A, they're going to make progress because of what I've given them. But B, they're going to tell people about it and they're not going to have any hesitation spending more with me because they know I over-deliver. That is a huge part of my reputation. So that's a bit of content that would actually generate a lead. And I want you to think about your social media. When was the last time you posted a story or a reel or a piece of content that added value and then said, click here to download this checklist, this PDF, this 5-part video series, whether it's free or paid, and you actually started to automate that process of getting people into your list? People think they're doing that and they're not. The other thing with this is be really specific. When you're creating a lead magnet like that, people get really overwhelmed. And the worst thing I see is people go, Lisa, I've got this lead magnet. And I say, what's it selling? And they go, oh, nothing really. It just gets them onto my list. And then I think about what I'm selling. And I think that is not how business works at all. You've got to think about the thing you want to sell, the big program, the coaching, the training, and then ask this killer question. What is a question my actual customer has right now in relation to this program that I can solve for them? So think about your big program and think about that customer and what they need help with. If you can pull out that question and make that a PDF, or you can think about their big problem and help them make progress on that, that will lead them into the thing that you actually want to sell, the bigger program, training, course, coaching, whatever it is, okay? So that is an example of content that actually generates leads. And just before we move on, let's say you posted 3 of those a week, and one of them, by the grace of God and the algorithm, whatever, actually went viral or even reached 5,000 people or 10,000 people. What if it was so good it was generating leads for days and even weeks? Or you are posting some reels, some of them pop off, some of them don't. Who's to say you couldn't then run ads using those reels or the content from those reels, because now you know they work? And you could think about getting more leads into the start of your funnel, as it were, because you're now paying to put that content in front of people who are similar to the people who've already downloaded it. Can you see how that might help your business grow? Now, contrast this with content that is not lead generating. So let's just go back off this one here and scroll up. So I recently did a piece about the wedding shoes that I'm going to wear. So I'm getting married this year and I haven't got my outfit still. I've got the shirt I'm going to wear. I'm wearing a suit, braces, waistcoat, obviously. And I was in a shop with Lucy, my other half, and I said, oh my God, they're my wedding shoes. And I tried the wedding shoes on and I showed her them. I said, oh my God, don't these go? These go perfectly. And she literally stood there and smiled and said, with what, Lisa? You haven't bought your outfit. And I said, yeah, but my vision for this outfit is very strong. So I shared that as a piece of content. It's just a video, some text. This as a piece of content does nothing to grow my business or educate people on what I do, but for the people who already follow me and maybe have just come across me, it's a really great personality piece where they can learn a bit about me, see what I'm like, connect on a human level. All of this content allows me to post, show up, build trust, build likability, build that recognition factor, but it's also educating the platform what my content is about. But I'd be so careful. If my feed was full of, look at my wedding shoes and here's some helpful advice, I wouldn't be growing my business. Even if every so often I came out and announced a webinar in my stories, it's not enough. Now, whilst we're on the topic of stories, let's stop that recording before it fills my phone to oblivion. Whilst we're on the topic of stories, I think there is so much you can do to market what you've already got before you go creating new things. So many of the people I talk to have already got a masterclass, a webinar, a PDF, a video series, something that they've run for free, or that could be a lead magnet, lead generator in their business. And they think they shared it because they did 2 posts about it, sent it to their mailing list a few times 6 months ago, and maybe they posted about it in their stories. And I think 2 things from that. Number 1, is it everywhere? Is it in your link? Is it in your stories from the last 48 hours? Is it in the sidebar of your website in case anyone clicks on something? Have you got it as a link in your podcast, in your YouTube video? Are you telling people who are coming across you for the first time that you've got this amazing piece of content, this amazing piece of value? I'm just editing this video and I just want to show you what I mean by put this everywhere. So let me just take you to my laptop a second. Okay, this might be a little bit over the top, but obviously this guide that I'm talking about, how to sell, I've got this nice little opt-in page, some screenshots in a little iPad cover. I just made those on Canva. I've got details of what it is, what's included. So I've got a nice opt-in page to send people to. If we go to the top there, I've got the guide listed. All of my freebies are listed, so I can easily send people there, but it also means people can find them as well. Now this might be overkill, but if we just go to the content, let me go to a piece of content I know is about selling. So I did one about how to make sales as an online coach. Let's say this ranked on Google, or let's say someone comes on my website and they find it. In that video, because I made it before the freebie, I wasn't able to reference the freebie. So I've gone to the page and I've added it in. And then if they click, it's going to take them to that nice shiny opt-in page. So what I'm doing now is on any YouTube videos that are dedicated to selling, how you make sales, like this one, I'm just going back into them and saying new, free 30-page guide, how to make sales in your online business. If you go on my Instagram and you go on my link tree here, and you look at the latest links, you're going to see the free guide at the top. And I always know that if I say, go to my website under guides or check the link below the video, I can add those in afterwards, but it means I can start inviting people onto my list and adding real value right from the start. I don't think people are doing enough to actually get their free content and their freebies and their lead magnets seen by new people. The second thing is, if you've already done it and it feels tired and you might need to do something else, I bet the content that you would deliver would be very similar. Maybe it just needs a new format or a new title or a new hook. If it was a long copy PDF that you wrote or a checklist that you created, maybe you're now going to deliver this as a webinar or a masterclass. If you did it as a masterclass, maybe type it up. You could even use some automation to help you turn it into a PDF and send that out. So even if you already have a freebie and it's grown tired, think about how you could refresh it, find a different angle, go deeper into something, and please don't just post twice, email about it 3 times, and then that's it. Each week think, if I could get this in front of 5 new people who would actually sign up to access this, what would I do? Maybe I mention it in my YouTube video. Maybe I feature it across the top of my next mailer and make it half price or include a bonus with it. Or maybe I do a feature story where that whole day is dedicated to sharing 5 key points from the freebie, and at the end of the points it says click here to access it in full. And you're really pulling out, is it motivating? Is it brutally honest? Is it really practical? What is it about it? Sell the freebie, sell the lead magnet to actually leverage the fact that you've already done the work to create it. Okay, second major hack, and do not laugh at how obvious this is because you've got to ask yourself if you're doing it. Is business development an actual part of your diary and your day? And like, truth be told, I'm filming a YouTube video today. It will honestly take me all afternoon to do this because I've got to set things up, I've got to do my hair, it's really important to me, make sure it's just on point, and then it's going to take me hours to actually edit it, chop it up, distribute it. Is this business development? Will this grow my business or generate leads? Think about what I told you in part 1. The answer is no. This will not grow my business and this will not generate leads. Even if this goes viral, the only way this will generate leads is if I say to you, by the way guys, if you love this, I've got a free 30-page guide on what it really takes to make sales. I've put the link below. It covers how to find your perfect customer, how to nail your niche, how to craft the offer that you want. Click the link, it's free. That's actually true. Click the link below and you can get that for free. Only then does this piece of content class as something that might grow my business if I post it, I produce it well, I email people, I pull little clips out, and I optimize the title, the thumbnail, the content so that it actually has a chance of being seen by not 20 people or 100 people, but maybe 500 or 600 people. And what I would really do if it was a true business development activity, and I said, yeah, I'm not just filming content and having fun doing my hair for a YouTube video, I'm actually using this to grow my business. What I would be doing is after I posted it, check how many views has it had? Where did people drop off? How many people hit the landing page for the freebie? That would prove that it's a business development activity. So you've got to get really honest with yourself. As hard as it is to post, it is easier to post content and say that you're marketing your business than it is to actually do business development and grow your business. So business development is where you really think about, what am I selling? How can I reach the people who would buy it? And how do I bring those people on as leads rather than viewers, rather than fans, rather than a chance piece of content going out? And I think a lot of online business owners are so busy trying to go viral and trying to make content and be on all the platforms that they are not actually running a business development strategy that would lead to new opt-ins, people who would actually go on to buy their stuff. So let's be really clear on this. If you're trying to grow your business and I was working with you, the first thing I would ask you, aside from what's the goal and how much money do you want to make, I would ask you, what is the strategy? A strategy is the plan that you follow that is most likely going to get you the result given the time, energy, capacity, finances, resources that you have access to. If you've never done this, get a piece of paper and write down in 5 bullet points what your actual strategy is. Your strategy cannot be post on Instagram every day, post on TikTok every day, make 3 videos a week, do this, do that, do this. Because unless you're using that content to actually generate leads by linking to freebies, opt-ins, mentioning masterclasses, really focusing on how do I get better, how do I get this to go viral, how do I increase my reach, how do I increase conversions, it's not going to work. And like, yes, you are marketing and building your brand, but mostly you're just busy creating content, and that isn't how you grow a business. I really hope at this stage in the episode something's landing for you here, that building your online business is not just about content and posting and being on all the platforms and even trying to go viral. There's got to be a strategy behind it, which is understanding what the offer is, who the customer is, what makes it special, why you're the best person to sell it, thinking about the commercial hook that's going to draw somebody in, and packaging this into programs, landing pages, freebies, opt-ins, and then using content to help step people along to the next logical step. And jokes aside, I have explained the whole process in that 30-page PDF, which is free, and it's the truth. The people who've read that have said, I wish I had this 2 years ago. It's black and white, what it takes to make sales in your online business. So click that link below, download it, and watch me invite you to a masterclass, webinar, or paid micro version of my course, Straight Line Through, in the next 30 days. That is business development. Other forms of business development would be creating a page specific for the thing that you want to sell, and then actively emailing corporates, companies, institutions, people who you think would find value from it. Business development would be joining an actual structured networking group. So not just going networking and doing your elevator pitch, but going networking where each week you're going for a coffee with somebody and really understanding their business and they're understanding your business, and you're on the lookout for introductions you can make to them and how they can make introductions back. There's a difference between networking where you just meet people and networking where you actually get to know people, add value to these people, bring them into your network and position yourself as an authority, a thought leader with a specific skill set, so they've got no hesitation recommending you. Last thing I'm going to say on this is a terrible thing I do with clients. So if they say to me they're struggling to sell or they want to make more sales, which honestly is one of the biggest things that I help people with, I will say to them, show me your diary. Like, share your screen and show me your diary. And in their diary, it is film a video, work on the chapter for my new book, start a podcast, go networking, gym. It is full. Another thing that's on there often is client work, client delivery work that they've already been paid for, which is great. You've got to deliver. It's a big value of mine. But their whole day is full of stuff that is not going to grow their business. And I think this is obviously one of the hardest parts of being an entrepreneur. Not only are you delivering the stuff that you sold, but you're still trying to generate new leads and keep up with all of the latest marketing fads and trends. It's a nightmare, I know. But if you don't factor business development into your week, you will pay for it. You'll feel the sting of it in 6 weeks' time. So what I would urge you to do is open up your diaries and block chunks of time and call it business development. Not marketing, not YouTube, nothing like that. A couple hours on a Monday, an hour on a Friday, business development. All right, let's finish up with the mindset of selling. I love selling, I love making sales, and I love talking about sales. I don't know if I was always like this. I just don't think I ever saw it as a problem because I always thought about the value that I had and how I could help people. I never think, oh, what happens if somebody doesn't like this offer? Or what happens if I offer it and nobody buys it? So what? You are never gonna sell if you're not even out there telling people about your offers. And I just think it's amazing to be an entrepreneur. I think it's a gift. I think it's a privilege. I think it's really hard. There are definitely times when you think, wow, this was a life mistake. And then you just go to bed, sleep it off, wake up and try again. It's such an amazing way to challenge yourself and grow, but you have to actually challenge yourself and grow. You've got to get better. And this is a really funny thing to say, that you've got to get better, but we weren't taught these skills of like sales and marketing and personal development. I don't know if they do that in schools now, but I know that I wasn't taught the stuff that I know. I learned it from investing in courses, from paying thousands to coaches, from reading books. This isn't a sell like, oh, you should invest in a coach, because I've spent hundreds over years on books about selling, mindset, subconscious blocks, healing work. You have to actively do it. And I just want to share a little metaphor with you that I think will help you see why you're in the right place, okay? So I like working out, I like going to the gym, I like lifting heavy weights. It feels good, I know that I'm building muscle, and it's a great stress reliever. When I'm lifting really heavy weights on, not my arms, because I really have to work on that, but on leg day, I can shift some canny weight. When I'm doing the weights, it's not that my legs or muscles give way, it's that I can't breathe anymore. I can feel my heart in my chest and I think, oh wow, I'm actually going to die if I try another rep, put it down, catch your breath. And I look on my little watch and it says heart rate 350 and I think, oh wow. So in order to improve that, lifting weights isn't necessarily the answer to that. Cardio is the answer to that, which sucks. No one likes doing cardio. I happen to quite enjoy it. Walking uphill at a bit of an incline. Don't hold on. You do that and you undo the whole point of walking uphill. You walk uphill at a pace, an incline, you get out of breath, your heart's working harder to pump that oxygen around, it's getting stronger. I was on a run the other day and I was running up this hill, and as I was running, I know that my body was saying, wow, this feels like death. You're gonna die. You should stop. Because that's what your body does when it's under pressure and it floods with cortisol and it's like, this is a stressful experience, make it stop. And I was like, no body, in this moment, we are getting stronger, we're getting fitter. I had to actually put my body under stress and strain in order for it to respond and it to react. So here's the metaphor. If you're in a place in your business right now where you are under stress and under strain, this is the moment where you make a decision. Either you stop and you say, that's uncomfortable, that hurts, I don't want to proceed. Or you say to yourself, oh, this is uncomfortable, but I know that it's the right thing for me to do. I know that I'm within a healthy limit of my capacity. It feels uncomfortable. Everything within me, all the warning bells are going off. It's not okay to sell. People are going to judge you. It's never going to work. And then we go all the way to, I'm going to lose all my money. I'm going to lose my house. That's what happens. We've catastrophized. You've got to get control of your mindset in that situation, and you've got to do the work that will actually change the outcome, because if you're running up that hill and instead of pushing yourself and managing your mindset and getting to the top, you go, oh, I'm just going to walk, and not even walk at a pace, but saunter because it was too hard, guess what? Next time you attempt that run, you're going to have the exact same problem. It's the same with selling. If you've got a program that you're selling or coaching or a freebie that you're using as a lead magnet, if you post it and crickets, that's the uncomfortable bit. It didn't work. I'm such a loser. I'm going to lose all my money. I should have got a job. What was I thinking? That's the moment where you've got to make a decision. Do I lean in and try something else, try a different angle, think of a different way to say this, or do I quit and invent another freebie? That is a perpetual cycle that stops people actually getting good at sales and marketing. So the point here that I'm really trying to make is that it is really uncomfortable selling and it's really uncomfortable marketing. I know that, I do it. But if you let that cycle turn into a belief in your mindset and you keep affirming it by stopping and feeling the ease of the stop, like, oh, that feels better, it's only going to get worse. You're trying to build skills and build capacity that you just don't have yet, or you don't have to the extent that you need yet. If you want to be a better entrepreneur and you want to build your sales and marketing pipeline, there is no alternative but to actually go out and generate leads. And when it feels uncomfortable and you feel like you want to stop, that's the moment where you go, no, I'm not going to stop just because it's hard. I'm going to lean in and see this launch through. Where could I get one more lead from today? Who do I know from the past who'd be interested in working with me for 3 months? How could I take the big offer that I've got that people aren't buying and break it down into 3 smaller offers and offer it out and get some cash flow in so that I can just take the pressure off? That's how you've got to think. It's a whole mindset shift. And I think having a launch or having something to sell gives you the opportunity to develop that. Now, of course, let's address the elephant in the room. I know there might be some people thinking, but what if I burn out? I'm exhausted. Yeah, look, honestly, go to bed, get a good night's sleep, go to the gym, go for a swim, have a nice breakfast, do all of that and look after yourself, because it is a marathon, not a sprint, as they say. But one of the biggest reasons people burn out is because they are expending so much of their life force on activities that are never going to get them the result that they're hoping for. What I'm suggesting here is that you get really clear on what selling and business development actually is, and you stop wasting your energy on all of the things that feel good, look good, that are easier, that allow you to hide and play small and not really show up and risk yourself in the world. I'm saying put that life force energy into stuff that will actually generate leads for your business, that will actually grow your business. And I think you'll find that if you go to bed and you've actually done stuff that would grow your business, you go to sleep with a different feeling and a different energy compared if you go to bed and you know for a fact you haven't done anything to grow your business that day. That compounded is exhausting, and you know it subconsciously before you know it consciously. All right? Now, if you enjoyed this, guys, do me a solid. Please leave a like, leave a comment, let me know, drop me an email, let me know what questions you've got, what I can answer for you in this podcast, in this YouTube series. And of course, if you want to learn how to sell and sell properly, you've come to the right place. Check the links below in the content, or go to my website, which is lisa-bean.com, and you're going to find loads of freebies on there and details of how you can reach out to me and even work with me if you dare. All right, have an amazing rest of your day, guys. Thank you for being here. Over and out.